And I believe we are live. Let's make sure I've got my chats here. I'm a little bit late. Apologize. No, I don't. I don't apologize at all. It's, something ran a bit long. It doesn't matter. But, we're gonna be doing some more Advance Wars. I did a little bit of it earlier in the week. Hell did I just do? Yes, I did a little bit of Advance Wars earlier in the week, purely on Odyssey. Oh my god, my mouse. My mouse is having conniptions at the moment. And yes, I did the first two battles of the campaign. And today we're going to be continuing the campaign. As soon as I can get my mouse to behave. Alright, it's not an easy thing to set up while I'm streaming. But I think I've got things set up now. I am planning on getting a new mouse. But, yes, so let's go ahead and continue. What have we here? Orange Star Forces, if I'm not mistaken. And, of course, I never am. I had heard that the Blue Army ruined them, but... how interesting. I think I'll entertain them for a while. It seems we're being ambushed here. Mission 3, Air Ace. Didn't Nell say this area was empty? As in, no enemies? Jelly, Andy, come in. Do you copy? Nell, there are hostile forces here. So it seems, but those aren't Blue Moon troops. I'll see what I can find out. Hold your positions. We have some bases you can use here as a last resort. Jelly, watch over Andy, okay? Yes, for anyone who came in late, I have named my advisor Jelly, after myself, obviously. But it seems we've got some air units to contend with here. We've got a few fighters up here. They can shoot down... They can only shoot at air units, but they're very effective at air combat. We have bombers. They can only hit land and sea units, but they are very effective against them. Largely because most of them can't retaliate. And then we have the Battlecopter, the most versatile of the air units. They can use missiles against land vehicles, as ships and submarines, which are quite effective. And then a standard minigun against infantry, vehicles, and copters. They're pretty effective against infantry and enemy copters, but against land vehicles, they're not so good. For land vehicles, you do want to have missiles available. Over on our base, we have our own battlecopter, an anti-air, which is very effective at taking out copters and planes, And a transport copter, which is essentially like the APC, but with it being able to fly, and a missiles, which can shoot from anywhere from 3 to 5 squares away, but only at air units. Excuse me. Yes, only at air units. It is, when it gets a hit off, it is quite effective against air units, but it's very expensive. As you can see here, it costs 12,000 to build, which is quite a bit of money. And they move on tires, which are pretty bad, and they only have a movement range of 4. So they are really very badly maneuverable. Let's have a look here. This copter can move over all the way to where this copter is, so it will be able to retaliate to anything I do against this copter. Up here, we've got an unoccupied base, which I do want to grab at some point. If I let my opponent get it, that will be his only base. But it's quite it can be quite costly. Although I could save up for a rockets, put that over here, and then it'll cover. That rockets will cover most of this island and will be able to shoot on the on whatever units he produces from the base. Anyway, let's see if we have some intel on our opposition. He's called Eagle. Strong firepower in the skies, but flounders at sea. Though we have not encountered naval units yet, but so that won't be a factor in this battle. His CO power is Lightning Strike. Non-infantry units ordered to wait can move again that turn. However, ratings are lower than normal. What that means is that if you move a unit and then essentially do anything with it, its turn is over. But if you pop a Lightning Strike, that unit can move and act again. As you can imagine, this is pretty fucking broken. Luckily, I don't think he's likely to get it in this on this map before I've pretty much decimated his force. Do you really want to challenge me? I don't think you do. Let's see here. These fighters are not going to be much of a threat turn 1. Neither is this bomber or this copter. As you can see, air units have a pretty wide range of movement and can move over sea tiles. What am I gonna do about this base? This infantry can't start capturing it turn 1. So I could use that to my advantage. This rockets can shoot over there. This transport copter can attack all the way over here. This transport, my own... Oh, that's a battle. Did I call that a transport copter? It's a battle copter. My transport copter could move here, which is out of range of the battle copter. I might just do that. But also load a mech into it. I think that's gonna be how I want to play this. I think I want to just Death Ball for the first turn here. Yeah, probably take out this battlecopter with an anti-air. I'm sacrificing the anti-air to the other battlecopter, but I think that'll be okay. I have enough anti-air units to make that worth it. And yes, as you see, anti-air can take out battlecopters in one hit. Oh, something I didn't explain about lightning. I guess I can just explain that when the time comes. But yes, an anti-air is very effective against any air unit, regardless of what it is. And air units are very effective against land vehicles. I will demonstrate. As you can see, they fire rockets, which do quite a lot of damage, and the tanks can't use their cannon against the copter. They can only use their machine gun. And that's not very effective. Now let's see if we can finish off the tank with the anti-air. It doesn't look like it. Go ahead and move the artillery over here. I do want to move out this turn. I want to capture this base as soon as possible, obviously. Let's see, that'll do it. Yeah, if that battlecopter comes in range, my missile will be able to shoot at it. Because as shown before, the only place it can hit any of my units is here, and it'll hit the anti-air. It's not going to kill the anti-air, and the anti-air is going to do some damage against it. That is, if it decides to attack the anti-air at all. Let's load an infantry into this APC and get that moving downwards, and move this infantry along with it, and then we can keep the mechs up here. I'm gonna put this battlecopter over here so that it isn't in range of the transport copter in here, so that it isn't in range of the battlecopter. And yeah, I'll leave the mech there. Now, what do I want? Do I want to build anything? I suppose another infantry would do me some good over on this island. Yeah, mech isn't really going to cut it. So with that, we'll go ahead and let Eagle take his first turn. His CO theme is quite bitchin'. Oh! The battlecopter flew over here but didn't attack. I will take that with a smile. Ugh. Ugh. Ew. Ew. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need to move carefully here. Ah. I think moving my battlecopter back a ways is the right play here. because otherwise it's going to get picked off by these fighters. They can hit copters quite effectively, and my copter can't do anything back. As if it doesn't list planes on either of these weapons, then it just can't hit planes. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna bring it back. No sense wasting it. And like this, the air unit, the planes can't get to it. Let's see, if they move the furthest they can. This one is going to be right next to the can get right next to the missile, so it's not gonna, the missile is not gonna be able to do anything against it. Ditto for this one. I think I'm still just gonna shoot on this copter. Actually, I think I'll fall back a bit further. Have this anti-air kill this copter. That's good. Now let's have... my units seem to have blocked themselves in a bit. I can move this artillery onto this forest where it shouldn't be able to get attacked, because fighters are very effective against air units but can't hit ground units. So this thing's fine. This thing will be fine. What I'll do then is move this over here. Could have restocked this anti-air's ammo, but no matter. Move this anti-air back here because these planes can go quite a ways. And now this is threatening basically that entire island. What do I do? So I want to be able to block him from getting this base, essentially. But there's a tank and an infantry. And I can bring foot soldiers over, and that's it. That tank is not moving until something gets in its range, which nothing is going to this turn. Unless I fly this over. And that infantry is going to start capping this turn, which is bad. The bomber doesn't seem to have moved. It probably also doesn't until something gets in its range. So I think what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to sacrifice this mech. Putting it right on the base prevents this infantry from capturing. It's going to mean this tank fires on this mech, which I'm gonna lose out on. That's an engagement I don't want, but seems to be inevitable. This copter can't get to this medium tank, so that's fine where it is. Gonna move this tank over here. And move this infantry up here. Then I'm also just gonna move this missile back to the back to the base, back to the HQ, so that it also threatens a bit more of this island. And put this infantry over here, so that the fighters still can't get to my battlecopter. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and build another infantry and end the turn. Oh, okay, the tank goes for the transport copter. That's quite fortunate. What we can do at that point is we can bring the transport copter back over here, load in this mech, and have this mech fire on the tank. As we remember, mechs are good against tanks. It will take some damage, but that's fine because we've now significantly weakened this tank. Let's see, it's always good when you can fire on a fighter with a missile. That fighter is now pretty much out of commission. What am I going to do against this? Oh. Yeah, that's bad. I can't do anything about this fighter. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to box in my battlecopter. Oh, no. I didn't realize this transport copter is in range of this fighter. Well, rip. Ripperoni. Yeah, copter can't do anything against the plane. And there's no way to get a ground unit next to it. Well, rip. What I can at least do is I can bring an anti-air over here, so that if these fighters try anything against the transport, they're at least going to pay for it. Because now it's threatening the entire range, and the only reason it can't attack here is because this transport copter is in the way. Oh well. Let's have this anti-air take out this battlecopter, because it too needs to go. Yeah, we can put this infantry over here. We don't need it to capture this base, because if I put this infantry over here, then it can reach the base on the next turn. With that said, I want to put my battlecopter over here and surround it with a few ground units. Gonna put my medium tank on this city, just for the extra protection. These three are gonna go across the bridge, and let's go ahead and build that rocket that we're gonna send up here, because I'm not sure I'll be able to take this base at this point. The ground units can deal with what's going on over here. Let's see what Eagle does on day 3. I did not calculate in that he would be getting a lightning strike this soon. That is unfortunate. Both planes go for the transport copter and take it down. Rip transport copter and mech, which is quite unfortunate. It's gonna... I don't know, Eagle. What are you gonna do with it? That's annoying. Okay, so what Lightning Strike does, partially, is it... Jelly, I've got it. I know who you've encountered. Those are Green Earth troops. Rumor has it that there's an independent battalion roaming about. I believe you found them. Watch out for their air units. They're supposed to be brutal. You're too late, Nell. What? Does that mean you're already under attack? Well, good luck. Nell left us. She ran away. Yeah, that's supposed to get you to be nervous. It's not really gonna work. Okay, I want to turtle up this turn, because, again, these fighters, I don't want to let them get my battlecopter. And attracting the attention of the bomber doesn't seem like a good idea either. Yeah, I probably want to delay this capture for another turn. If I damage this infantry unit enough, it's going to take an extra day for it to capture that base, and that's what I want right now. Even though it does kind of mean sacrificing the mech. Meanwhile, this thing is going to get into position. So yes, the other part of Lightning Strike is that he loses some defense, I believe. His units lose some defense, which would be really nice if I could hit any of them. I did not plan this out very well. We're gonna have this infantry start capturing this base because I sorely need it. These infantry are just gonna follow. This infantry is going to start capturing that city. Let's see, where are they likely to go? Yeah? They might just go to the other side now, at which point I can pick off the full HP fighter with my anti-air, and the other fighter is pretty much just useless to him. So now we're also going to have this anti-air follow the horde. And other than that, I was gonna say I might want to save up for another anti-air, but that doesn't sound terribly useful. We have several we have an APC, but doesn't mean I can't use another one. I'm probably gonna need to at some point ferry a unit over here if this rocket can get into range fast enough. Which it can get into position next turn. I believe this thing's still going to be capping, so I'll be able to put it over here. Or take a shot at the infantry. I'm not sure I want to. Yeah, I don't wanna fuck with this bomber. Other than that bomber, he doesn't have much. He has infantry, so I think tanks are going to be good enough to take this. Oh, you absolute cunt. Fine, I'll fire with the rockets. 1 HP fighter is going down. So the thing about air units is that they cost a lot. That's how he got his CO power so quickly. I was dumb and did not factor that in correctly. So yes, at this point I am threatening this base. So anything he builds here is going to get fired upon immediately. Finish capturing that, finish capturing that. Gonna have this anti-air take out this infantry. Simple enough. Yeah, let's start capturing this city. Luckily, I did not just put it in the bomber's range. That would have been bad. So, last position on the bridge. So what I can do is I can place this artillery over here, and then he can fire on the bridge. Gonna put this infantry here, so my battlecopter is still protected. Losing that transport copter really is bad, because you could use it to get an infantry all the way to the HQ. And at that point, all you've got to worry about is the bomber. Yeah, I did not do this well. Where can the bomber go again? Just barely not on the bridge. This APC can load one of these infantry next turn from where it is. And this tank is guarding the battlecopter. So at this point, all we have to do is figure out what we want to build. I'm kind of thinking nothing. Actually, no. I want an APC. I want an APC over here so I can keep this tank stocked up with this rocket stocked up with shells. Because as you can see, it only has 6. So after 6 turns, anything built from this base is going to be allowed to flourish. I don't think it'll get that far, but like, it's been how many turns, and I'm still on the second island. So yeah, better safe than sorry. Let's see what he does next. He finishes capturing the base. Hold on. That's where the bomber can attack. Yeah, let's not. Let's have an artillery shell. Let's have one anti-air shoot on the fighter. And then the other one. gonna take another turn for me to be able to really effectively take on the bomber, but that should be fine. For now, I can just put my units in strategic positions. Copter the infantry. Just shoot with its machine gun to finish it off. Not really a problem. Yeah, I don't really want to fire on that infantry. It's not worth it. It's much more important to cover more of the... It's more important to cover more of the island, I think. And yes, that APC is going to be able to restock the rockets. We don't need to worry about covering anything anymore, so we can just move all our units up here, outside the bomber's range. What else are we building? I'm thinking a tank. Like a tank or an anti-air, and I don't think an anti-air is going to be terribly useful anymore. Like, despite the fact that Eagle has a bit of a scary force, a bit of a scary air force pre-deployed, he doesn't actually have anywhere to build more. So now that I've gotten rid of the battlecopter and the 2 fighters, this plane is all I need to worry about. And let's build another infantry here just to keep the what was it? What was that last part of the score again? I don't know, to keep that one up. He decides to build an infantry on the base. How absolutely useless. By the by, this tank is sapping funds from him because as it gets repaired, it costs as much as like 1/5 of a tank because it gets healed 2 HP each turn. So he's just gonna have to pay that on a daily basis now, which I'm quite happy with. Because it means he has fewer funds to work with. Although, let's have a look. He has 51,000. So he could build anything he wants to on that base. And he decides to go for an infantry. It's baffling what the AI does. I do not understand it. Let's see. What am I going to sacrifice here? I'm going to have to sacrifice something. Yeah, infantry. It's the cheapest. Yeah. Alright, put the tank here. Move the rockets up into range, because this bomber's coming. Put this tank somewhere. Build another one. Build another infantry. Can't load 2 infantry into one APC, which is a shame. This copter doesn't have to worry about this bomber, so I think I'm going to have it intercept that tank up there. Because again, bombers can't shoot on air vehicles. This tank can now fire on this copter, but I don't think a tank getting a first strike against a copter is a valuable trade. So yeah, this copter is pretty damn powerful now. The only thing he has against it is this missile, and maybe he builds an anti-air at some point. Other than that, he can't do shit against that battlecopter of mine. As I said, there comes the bomber. It kills the infantry, as expected. And here comes a medium tank. Immediately we can deal a pretty hefty bit of damage to it. I'm not going to pop my hyper repair. I don't think it's worth it. There's not much I need to repair anyway. And that's that bomber done. Let's immediately move up to that next island. We're not gonna be able to do much if we don't punch through here quickly. Let's have a quick look at how many bases. Yeah, he's got the income lead on us at this point. That's going to be different. That's going to be different soon, but he has still got the income lead, which is a problem. And, yeah. What else? What else was I gonna say? He's got the income lead, which means he can produce units faster than I can. That'll do. Let's have another APC here, I'm thinking. Load an infantry up into it. Move these up, move this up. Move this as far up as it'll go. Air units don't get any benefit from terrain, so we can just put this copter on the road, and it won't have any less defense than if it was above a city or a plain. And we can just go ahead and cripple another tank. Let's have ourselves another tank then, and end the turn. I think hyper repair is going to be useful for getting through that medium tank, or at least absorbing the blow from it. Yeah, I should probably do something about that anti-air before it becomes a problem. Diggs BTW7, welcome to the stream. Not much is up. I'm playing Advance Wars. I'm having some fun. I'm very bad at the game, so any tips are very welcome. Let's see, what does this medium tank threaten? I can't safely fire on anything. Choke point's gonna be helpful, so yeah, let's put us an APC over here. One further back. There it can't be fired on by the infantry. And we can just go ahead and fortify the entire island. I don't know why I'd even bring the missiles. He has no more air units. I'll just go ahead and wait with that. Not much point in dropping it off. Let's see, rocket still has 5 shells, so that's gonna be fine. So then it's just building left. What do we want? To be honest, a bit more indirect wouldn't go terribly amiss, but artillery can only move 5, which I suppose means it's better to just build it now, get it on the field, and moving out as soon as possible. Over here, another infantry, just to keep the technique score up. Oh, good, we have a lightning strike. Let's see him move again. And do nothing with it. Ah, shit, that's a rocket. That's a rocket. That needs to be dealt with right away. Alright. Now let's make use of that reduced defense to punch through his line here. Can't quite make it. It can't quite make it. I hadn't counted on him making a rockets on this base. That was a bit of a miscalculation from me. Let's go ahead and put the APC over here as bait. Because if I'm not mistaken, this medium tank will go for the APC. Put my medium tank over here. And, yeah, what else? Make sure not to block off the APC. Capture this base. I should have the income lead over him now. Yes, indeed I do. By 1,000, but still. And he still has much more funds available. Supply these units for essentially no reason. Yeah, this is a bit of a sticky situation. I'm gonna need to get over to that base soonish. And, well, I suppose I could use my hyper repair. Yeah, the hyper repair will take care of it. Hold on, let's just double check what the range on this thing is. Yeah, that can't hit the battle copter over here. And it's threatening some pretty spacious area. So, building. Tank and an infantry again? Why not? Next turn, Eagle. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fire on my APC? Right. The AI hates APCs. Okay. Never mind. Just go ahead and commit suicide, Eagle. See if I can. Yeah. Medium tank goes for the APC. As predicted. It's right in range of my artillery, and I think I'm gonna pop my power this turn. Hyper repair. First, we finish capturing. Then I'll go ahead and pull this back to the HQ, because it's not needed anymore. Then we can go ahead and kill this rocket. Firing with it means he couldn't build anything on that turn, so I'm pretty happy about that. Then we'll go ahead and fire on the medium tank with the artillery. Also fire on the medium tank with my medium tank. Get rid of it. Have an anti-air take out the infantry. And just move the rest of my forces further out. Put this, put the battlecopter within the minimum range of the missile, so it can't attack my copter. Bring it down to 3 HP, finish it off with another tank. Have a tank take out most of that missile, even though it's pretty much harmless at this point. Go ahead and pull back this APC. It served its purpose. Bring this APC forward and drop the infantry off here, so that next turn it can start capturing. Finish off the missiles. And there's not much else I can do except just move my units up. I've pretty much won this at this point. It's just a matter of time. Time that means I will once again not get a perfect score, but that's alright. Alright, that's all units except that APC moved. No, why not? Go ahead and build a medium tank. Because I can. You have all those funds. And what does he do? He builds a fucking mech. That is immediately going to get fired upon by rockets. Let's see, where can this fire? It's threatening nearly the entire bridge. Let's just start a bit more capturing. Load an infantry into the APC, just in case I want to start capturing the HQ. I don't think it's going to come to that. But, you know, better safe than sorry. And do I want to go for it? Yeah, why not? Just provoke that tank. Rest of my units move on a bit further. This is just a bit of a pile of units I have here. Tank and infantry. The standard combo. And that's it. Day 12 brings the tank moving out. Be able to kill it next turn. The mech moves out and an anti-air is born. Anti-air gets fired upon. Anti-air takes a shot at the mech. Let's see if we can't finish this turn. I think the battle copter should get the honors. Spent so much trying to protect it. And lastly, the medium tank can't quite reach, but a tank should, and that should be the end of it. I lost. Huh? It's you, Andy. Yeah, but who are you? Don't play dumb with me, boy. I'll never forget what you've done. Huh? So, continuing to feign ignorance, eh? Very well, but next time we meet will be our last. Hey, wait up! He's gone. What was that all about? Who in the world is that? Yeah, that's a bad speed score if I've ever saw it. If I've ever seen one. B rank is well deserved. Keeping that transport copter alive is crucial for a good rank. Let's go ahead and save and move on to the next battle. Against Olaf again.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Who are you?
I'm Max, CO in the Orange Star Army. I was ordered to join you and Jelly, so here I am.
A new CO, huh? What's so special about you?
You get right to the point, don't you, pal? I'm the king of direct combat. Need someone to mix it up? I'm the best. When I really get rolling, Max Force boosts my firepower even higher.
Cool.
I'm not saying I'm perfect, but why focus on the negative, right? Hey, Jelly, it's time to choose a CO for the next battle. Use the control pad to make your selection.
I want to check this place out.
This route looks tough.
Alright, now, I have a choice. I'd say I'm gonna leave this up to the chat, but I'm not. For one, there doesn't seem to be anyone chatting much. But, beyond that, which choice I make here, determines something about the final battle. About the final battle of the campaign. And I quite like to go through Andy's route because of what that does to the final battle. So yes, Andy, it is still your turn. Mission 4, Max strikes in a battle that does not involve Max.
Cripes, can't believe I have to be nanny to this little kid.
I'm not a little kid. I'm a CO in the Orange Star Army. And I don't need a nanny. Whatever that is.
Uh-huh. Okay, little man. Why don't you tell me how to use the bases on this map?
No problem. Use the naval base to deploy naval units and the air base to deploy air units.
Not bad. I'm surprised you know that much. But if a CO doesn't have guts, he's got nothing. Show me what you can do, kid.
So, our first encounter with naval units. Here is the battleship. It's an indirect unit, and it can hit quite far. There's, its range is like that of a rocket, but one further. It can fire on land vehicles, infantry, ships, and submarines. We'll get to submarines in a second. And they fire pretty effectively. Over here we have a submarine. So the submarine can, if I go here, it can dive. That makes it essentially invisible to the enemy unless the enemy has a unit right next to it. It can be quite useful, but it also starts draining fuel faster. And ships and air units actually have a danger of running out of fuel. Yeah, a submarine can fire torpedoes on ships and other submarines, and it's pretty effective against them. I'll demonstrate. It can do 55 damage to a battleship that can't fight back. The battleship would have needed something else to defend against it. Over here, we have a lander, which is the requisite transport unit, like the APC and the transport copter. Landers, however, have a bit of a peculiarity. Over and above APCs and transport copters, they can not only transport 2 units at once, they can also transport vehicles. As you can see, I can load this APC. Now, on to the battle. This one's a doozy. As you can see, Olaf has some pretty powerful units and 2 bases. Oh, and he has this port, which can create naval units. As you can see... Oh, we do have a port. The battleships, the cruisers, which I haven't explained yet, the lander, and the submarine. That is the sum total of the naval units in this game. There aren't all that many. Yeah, so we've got our own port and a base. 2 bases, in fact. He does as well, but they're pretty far from his HQ, and his pre-deployed force is greater than mine. So we're fighting at a disadvantage once again. And again, against the AI, that isn't much of a problem. I'm gonna try to use a bit of this choke point against him. Put my medium tank over here. His medium tank can only move up to here. These tanks and this artillery, as well as anything he builds on his bases, are going to have trouble moving through this forest. Because it's surrounded on both sides by mountains, so he can't go around. If he wants to get to my base, he's going to have to go through this forest. Not to mention across this bridge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my artillery over here. That way it can fire on where that medium tank is likely going to be. This rocket is already in position to fire on the medium tank next turn. So at that point, I guess move these up. What do I want to do with the lander? As with all transport units, the enemy will go absolutely haywire if it exists. If it continues to persist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load both mechs into the lander. And make sure it stays out of range of these battleships. I think I'm gonna move it over here. What I'm gonna do on the seas then is fire on the battleship with my sub. That's good. And fire on the battleship with my other battleship, which should take it down. There we go. We are once again facing Olaf, so we're in familiar territory there. Let's see. He can't do much with his battleships. But if they both come at me, that'll be a problem. Let's have one infantry loaded up into the APC. Not a whole lot of reason not to. And at that point, we get to decide what, if anything, to build. What does income look like here? He's got 9,000 income. I've got 7,000, which is a problem. We're gonna want to capture these 2 cities as soon as possible. But with 9,000 income, I don't think he's going to be able to build a ship this turn. So he's probably just focusing on land. with 9,000. A tank is about the most dangerous thing he can build. These infantry are, of course, going to try to capture more properties, but if they want to get any more than this lone neutral city, they're going to have to cross the mountains to do it. And I'm gonna be better able to control this area with my easy access to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build, I think, a recon. That way I'll be able to pick off the infantry units. And other than that, I think I'm gonna save my funds. I suspect I'm gonna be wanting another battleship at some point.
Behold! Gaze upon my beautiful army. Ordstar may match me in numbers, but I have so much more firepower. More power.
You're not very well balanced. But if the enemy sends its subs under, that'll stop the coal.
Battleships at sea. Medium tanks on land. Is there anything more I need? No, nothing at all. Attack! Attack! Attack!
Well, as long as you're happy, boss. So, what he did there is move his infantry units off of the port, which means what I can do, just barely unable to reach. That is unfortunate. Let's see, can this thing fire on that? No. So what I can do is I can... hold on. Tanks able to hit ships? Yes, but not very effectively. That side's protecting that. I think I'm gonna risk a tank engagement. I wanna fire on this battleship. And fire on this battleship. Make sure it can't do much. Let's have this lander over here. It's going to draw fire from this battleship. No, that was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that, because this battleship otherwise couldn't fire on anything. And this battleship, it's just gonna fire on this battleship now. Oh well, again, live and learn. Oh my god, why? Okay, this moves 5 on treads. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can't get beyond here so long as there's a unit over here. That means I can just pretty safely do this, because his artillery also can't hit there. My medium tank is going to get a hit from his, but I think that'll be fine. Yeah, that tank also won't be able to get to my artillery. Yeah, we'll just move out and see where that takes us. I don't think I'm gonna build anything this turn. No, maybe another infantry. Alright, let's see what he does.
Ha ha ha. This is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, he's gonna pop a blizzard. That means no more moving from me next turn. He does a few damage to my battleship, which isn't fun, but must be taken as inevitable. That tank can't do much to my sub. Nor can that one. And now he's blocking his own port. Yeah. Having that medium tank get hit is not fun. But I think a hyper repair can fix a lot of the damage he's just done. Yeah, let's just sink the battleship. It's pretty damned valuable, and he's not going to get any charge for him at this turn. Sink his other battleship. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do something about that medium tank. 4 HP is pretty good, though. And I'm also gonna need to do something about that artillery. I could either completely or nearly defeat the medium tank with my medium tank. Completely, as it turns out. And I don't think the recon is going to be able to do... Oh. We'll all be damned. It's going to be able to completely defeat it. That medium tank can't get here this turn. So I can just pretty much fire freely on this infantry. This infantry can't do much in the mountains. So I think I'm going to drop my infantry here. This infantry is going to start capping next turn. The lander, not much for it to do. This battleship is going to move forward, but it can't do so this turn. Let's have a few more infantry. And another lander, why not? I think I'm gonna go for an HQ capture. Yeah, medium tank firing on the sub. It's going to do 1 damage. Useful. And looks like the AI has got itself completely fucking trapped. Because this artillery, the best it can do is over here. The best it can get to is over here. Infantry can still move through the mountains, but over here, this infantry is never going to fire on this tank. And nothing behind it can do a damn thing. Alrighty then. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to dive with this sub. In some sort of hope he's going to move off of his, port. These two are going in the sub, in this lander. Yeah, he's pretty much completely fucked. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much he can do now. Losing some of his 10,000 funds on repairs. He's not even building anything. Wow. AI is just being weird. Being very weird. Oh well. Let's do something about this artillery, because it's pretty much the only thing that's... I mean, aside from the rockets up here, it's the only thing that's even remotely a threat. Let's block his port so that he can't build any units there. Yeah, I don't really see how I can lose this. I'm gonna start camping next turn, and unless he sends this tank back in a hurry, he's not going to be able to interrupt it. Hold on. Still need to finish capping. Should really learn to do that at the beginning of my turns. Let's cripple a tank. Just in case he somehow decides to become smart. Cripple another tank. Yeah, he's not having fun. This is not a good time for Olaf. let's pull this tank back for now. And put this medium tank up here. He's going to be even more reluctant to fire on it. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of that turn. Oh, didn't realize I'd put the artillery in range of the rockets there. That's my bad. Yeah, that's... I don't know why you moved your medium tank over here. It's not going to be able to... It's not going to fire on the sub. I mean, it's going to be able to fire on the sub, but it's not going to. Alright, let's pull back the artillery to heal and pull back the tank, the medium tank to heal. Put the regular tank back here to keep the choke point up. Yeah, this tank is not going to be able to interrupt this capture. That's it. That's it. Game over. Let's get that power rating up a bit more. Fire on the artillery. I don't dare destroy any of these on this turn. Because that might get him to... Because that might get him out of his little soft lock here. But otherwise, I am pretty much good. Yeah, end turn. Is he going to pull any units back to interrupt the HQ capture? And it's too little too late, but he could try. He doesn't even try. So we'll capture that. We'll start capturing that, even though we'll never finish. Alright, let's see what we can destroy here. One, two, three, four, five. There isn't much we can destroy here, admittedly. We can do this. That's still pretty handy. Put this... Ah, should have checked that. Should have checked that before. That is unfortunate. I think for the power rating, only destroyed units count, so... Like, if I can't completely destroy it, there's not really a point. And it looks like this might be it for what I can actually destroy. That's unfortunate. Oh well, let's take a shot at his medium tank. just because I don't like it. A few more infantry because the score. The battleship is getting low on ammo. Doesn't matter, because I've won. See? I told you.
Hey, not bad, kid. Not bad at all. Of course, I would have finished that up a bit quicker, but...
What did you say?
Huh? You want a piece of me?
Knock it off, both of you. Max, this is hardly the mature behavior I was expecting from you.
But he started.
Max. If you keep this up, you're going to have If you keep this up, you're going to have your heads handed to you. Not a phrase I was familiar with. Hooray! And that's a perfect S rank. I will take it. He just left his HQ completely undefended. Ooh, rank up. I'm now a Jade Rat. And let's have the next battle. Into Blue Moon territory we go.
Hey, Junior.
Stop calling me Junior.
You're just a regular fireball, ain't you? By the way, how are you and Big Max getting along? Grit? In the Blue Moon Army?
Yep, things happen, you know. Blue Moon helped me out of some trouble, and I always pay my debts. And that's neither here nor there, big fella. You must be getting old if they sent you to test out Junior here.
What? Why?
Tell you what, why don't I just lend you a hand in testing him out? You boys survive the next 5 days and you'll know what he's made of. Think you can take me, old dog? Bring her down, boys. We don't get a choice of CO here. We have to pick Max, which I'm just fine with, in fact.
Grit, you are one arrogant piece of work.
Mission 5, Max's Folly? Alright, let's have a look at this.
Blast! Grit's troops are all around me. If I stay put, I'll be blasted to smithereens. If I retreat, our HQ will be captured. How am I gonna get out of this?
And, indeed, we have a bunch of Grit indirects all around. And an unguarded HQ. I believe this infantry will make it to the HQ on the 5th day. Let's have the terms. Survive for 5 days to win. Don't let your units be destroyed or your HQ be captured during that time. Alright, so we're playing as Max this time. That's not what I meant to do. Intel. CO as Max. Direct combat units have high firepower. Distance units are weak and have small attack ranges. Max Force increases all abilities of direct combat units. Bendable and Brave, Overprotective of Sammy and Andy. What that means that that his direct units are good is that he gets a 50% firepower boost. You heard me right. 50%. His direct units do 150% damage. Observe. $157. 157. That is obscene. Let's see, there's basically no way not to get hit by this rockets this turn. I think I'm going to let it... I'm going to try to have it shoot on my APC. And yes, Grit, as usual, with his extra range. That's a bit of a problem. Let's see, there's no way not to get hit by this rockets, but I think we can avoid this rockets, this artillery, and we can kill this artillery, obviously. But we need to be careful about it, because we want to avoid everything else. And the goal is basically just to get to the HQ. Because on the 4th turn he's going to start capturing it. On the 5th turn he's going to have it. So that's a problem. Let's see, can a regular tank destroy it? Yes. Yes, a max tank can in fact destroy an artillery. I don't believe Grit suffers any defense decreases either, so, you know. That's just how strong Max is. And his CO power makes him even stronger. So, you know, a little bit broken. Alright, Max, move out. Let's put the artillery here, so they can strike on the rockets next turn. He doesn't have his CL power yet, does he? No, not even close. His CL power, I think, is a fairly expensive one. And yes, he is going to fire on that APC. Should have loaded the other one. Oh well, I can move that over here. Not a problem. I don't think that rocket will destroy that APC in one attack. I may be committing folly here, but... yeah, if that rocket's gonna fire on that APC and it's going to get a bunch of indirect fire in retaliation. Let's see, we don't have any bases on this map, neither I nor Grit, so it's all our pre-deployed forces. Grit CO theme still rocking. Come on, no death. Let's see, what does this threaten? All of this. Let's see, can a max tank defeat another max tank? No, not in one hit. And the medium tanks can't reach. And we don't have anything else to strike at the tank. Doesn't matter though, Grit's direct firepower decrease is, it does bite. And we can fire with an indirect on the tank. Not bad. Especially for Max. Which, in case I haven't pointed it out yet, yeah, he loses one range on all of his indirects. Which means an artillery can only fire 2 spaces away, and a rocket only 3 or 4. Let's see, this... I am able to put it here, but that puts it in range of this rocket. I don't want that. I want this ABC out of range for this turn, and I think here it will be. Let's have this tank defeat this rocket. Just as a rocket, backpack, rocket. This tank can go ahead and destroy this tank. Max is all about pushing straight on through. It's one punch. He is one punch man. Which, speaking of that show, I have watched at least the first season. I don't know if there's any more. And I don't get what all the fuss is about. Really don't. Let's have that tank over here. It's in range of this rocket, but not in range of any of the artillery. Yeah, but yeah, One Punch Man. It's an interesting, it's a somewhat interesting deconstruction of, I forgot. Damn it. Oh well. It's a somewhat interesting deconstruction of the whole superhero thing, but at some point it switches focus from Saitama to the other heroes, and at that point it just becomes another hero show, but less interesting, because it's just doing the hero thing straight, with no twists, and we don't know much about these characters. So yeah, let's see the damage. That hit was unplanned and quite devastating. And he has snipe attack. Well, that's not good. Though I believe the AI only activates those powers at the beginning of a turn. The only exception being Eagle. So we're good for another turn. Let's see what sort of damage we can do in that one turn. I think, like, focusing on range for this turn is folly. Because, again, he's going to get his snipe attack. It's inevitable that he makes mincemeat of my units when that happens. All I can do is make sure I punch through fast enough. Which I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to manage at this point. Oh, I can get max force. Not really the most useful, but, you know, I can. And with that opening, I might actually be able to do it. Because, yeah, it might be useful to look at range, because I don't want to put a unit here. That unit is going to get shelled by the rocket. Because if I can just get a hit in on this infantry before it finishes capping, then my job's complete. should be safe over there. This thing's going to get 2 extra range, so this thing's in danger. Let's have him retreat. And this guy as well. Don't need him. So everything from here to there is dangerous. So I'm just going to retreat with this medium tank. This thing can hit this tank. That'll be fine. These things shouldn't be able to hit anything. This tank is way too far to be of any threat. This artillery is going to fire on me, but that should be manageable. So yeah, he can hit 2 of these 3 units. Then with one of them, with the full health one, I should be able to punch through this tank, even if he puts it right here. And after, with max force, of course. And with that gone, I should be able to get a unit in here and fire on his infantry. That's a plan. Okay, Max, now you've done made me mad. Snipe attack. He starts capturing the HQ, obviously. Fire on the tank. I seem to have underestimated his... Oh. You didn't move your tank, Grit.
Grit, try this on for size.
Yeah, you didn't move your tank. Like... I'm not one to interrupt the enemy while he's making a mistake, but you've made your mistake. That was your mistake. Let's just get rid of this artillery, because it's a nuisance. And, yeah. Fire on this infantry. Not that it matters, but let's check the range here. Remember, he has got 2 extra range at this point, so below the infantry should be safe. But yeah, this one's also not going to be able to fire there. Yeah, below this infantry is completely fucking safe. You're not going to be able to cap this, Grit. You're done. Bye-bye. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's absolutely no point. Max artillery are so fucking useless. They can only shoot 2 away. Yeah, those are the only 2 units I haven't moved, and they don't matter. Okay, so he is able to get another turn. Yeah, I should have checked that tank's range. I didn't realize I'd put the APC in range. But still, he's not going to be able to get this HQ capture done. In fact, I'm just going to delete this tank. Yeah, no matter where I fire on this infantry from, I'm gonna get hit, but I can at least limit it to one hit. And that's the HQ capture interrupted. That is me fully win. Full win. This guy can capture that. I think I'm gonna move this one forward. He should be safe there. Yeah, you can go ahead and get your one shot off. It's not enough to kill it. That's my day 6.
Yahoo!
You're awful beat up to be celebrated.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. You know, Maxie, you never were any good at indirect combat. Why, if you'd have just used those big boys a little more, you wouldn't have taken such a pounding. I didn't take much of a pounding. As long as I'm giving you what for, what's up with that, with you and that kid? You ain't got your particular shortcomings, so give him a break. It's pretty darn good. You know it, and you know it. Come on, Maxie, what do you say?
yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey, Andy, sorry for being such a jerk. Huh? As long as you're cool, I'm cool. Hey, great. What's up, Junior? How many times do I have to tell you to stop calling me Junior? Whoa, I hear you. I hear you. My apologies. Well, now, look at the time. Gotta go, boys. See y'all later. Take care, Junior.
That was close.
And that's a perfect S rank. I seem to be doing better this time than last time. Don't know how that's happening. Although I did get that B rank. Let's see, I've been going for about 2 hours, so I think that might be a good time to end it off. Next time, another battle against Olaf. And this time, I get to choose who I pick. You know what? If you're watching this, go ahead and leave in the comments which one of these you think I should pick. I'd love to see if that gets any engagement going. And if anyone leaves a comment, I think I will go ahead and stick to whichever the people want to see. And with that said, I will see you all next week. Possibly with more of this, possibly with more of Sonic Adventure DX. Depends which one I'm in the mood for. Until then,